Welcome to Crazy Shit in Real Estate, a weekly podcast where I walk you through some of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll hear from the world of real estate. If you like real estate and you love crazy, this is the podcast for you. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Crazy Shit in Real Estate. Today, I've got a veteran for you, a 35-year realtor from Colorado Springs, Bruce Bett. And Bruce has a colorful background, but he's also gotten trapped in the quagmire of a narcissistic client, which hopefully will cause all of us to think a little more carefully about the respect that we show to other professionals. And as professionals, maybe a great way to handle our futures. So dial in, enjoy the visit, and I'll see you on the other side. So I know that you know the premise of the show is telling a story. And in 35 years, there's probably more stories than any recording, anything on the internet could even handle. So if somebody asks you, hey, Bruce, what has happened in real estate? What should I expect? What's the wildest thing you've encountered that rocked you back on your heels and you said, I cannot believe this is happening?
Okay, I've got one of those with the narcissist client from hell that was the only one that ever made me seriously think about quitting.
Oh,
so I've got one of those. My assistant and I went over the list yesterday. I think I wrote 11 offers for them. But then this morning I saw, and so then I'm wondering, do I really want to tell people that I did this? Hung in with these people this long? Why would you do that? So I saw a proverb this morning that said, if you faint in adversity, your strength is small.
Oh.
And that really said a lot to me. And then recently, so I don't dream these things up, but recently a pastor friend of mine said that smooth waters do not a good sailor make.
I love that one.
Yeah. So I worked through it, got him in that house, and never reached out again. And fortunately now I can look back and laugh, but at the time it was grueling.
So what told you they were narcissistic and what made it so hard to manage them? Because obviously you've got a pretty open heart. Was there just no give and take with that client?
No, that's a good way to put it. No give and take at all. It was all about them. And are you ready for the whole story?
Oh, totally ready.
Okay. So they were referred to me by a very important client. And matter of fact, we are just today listing someone else in upper management with that company, listing their home, still doing transactions with them. So, and someone else in that company that I'd never worked with before referred this person that shall remain nameless, of course. But as I understand it, the lady was a widow and the man was, I guess, recently divorced. And so they had decided, we've heard this before, that they wanted to get their own home instead of having each other's home, you know. So we went out looking, and first they wanted this foreclosure that was just not available and never really came on the market. Then there was an auction property that they decided they just had to have. So we participated in the auction thing and they won. And then within 24 to 48 hours after winning, they were desperate to get out of that deal.
Why?
And well, more to follow. But the short story is, what I eventually figured out was when they get control of a property, they don't want it anymore.
You're only about the chase?
Yeah, I think so. And control. So when they don't have control of a property, they want control. But then when they get it, they don't want it anymore. So they, in these auction properties, it's as is, where is done deal, right? Well, they came up with this story that there were things that had changed in the home, damage that was done between the time they saw it and when the auction, which, whether it was or not, we don't know. The auction company actually let them out of it, gave them their earnest money back.
Which is
all right. Yeah, that's a miracle.
If you are listening to this episode and you need to tell us something about your crazy life in or around real estate, Then tweet me at Leigh Brown or reach me on any of the social networks. That's if you're a broker, realtor, investor, inspector, lender, or just a regular normal human being who happens to have dealt in real estate. Subscribe for more episodes, and as always, we are thrilled that you joined us for some crazy shit in real estate. See you next time.